Hello and welcome to this edition of Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn on PlayStation 3. Joining us as always is our sightseeing conjurer, level 21 conjurer right now, Chrono Ocelot. Chrono, come on over. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is, well, as you guys saw the little intro that we did, we got to take a peek and see what was going on with the class line or the storyline quest. So now we've made our decision of which grand company that we're choosing to join. As you can see, it is the Maelstrom, which is the grand company of Limsa Lominsa. Maelstrom Command. Alright. So we're going to shoot right on in here and have a chat to the oh, got the little ceremonial music. Alright, we're gonna have a chat to the Storm Personnel Officer just to finish up this storyline quest here. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? How will I respond? My name is Chrono Ocelot. I believe you are expecting me. I am here to enlist if you will have me. I'm gonna go with me. Chrono Ocelot, I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from the lookout in Lower Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmish with the fishbacks. Ocelot, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship will come down in a territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Alright, so what we're going to do is obviously make our way to Cedarwood, wherever that is. Okay, so I'm checking the map here. I doubt it's in. It has to be out there. I'll say middle. Lenosia. Okay. Lower Lenosia. Company you keep, that's it. Okay, so in order to get to lower, I'll need to take mill. And then run off that way, okay. Or I can't just take off that way, apparently. Yeah, let's go that way instead. This seems a little bit quicker. Alright, so we're going to have a little sprint on over here. To see, it looks like Av Castle will be the way. And then we're going to dash out. There. This should take us to Lower Lenosia. Nope, it should not. Lower Lenosia is the other part of that. There we go. Okay, so now I know. So we're gonna run around here and then turn over here. There we go. This way should be taking us to Lower Lenosia. There you go. Okay, Tempest Gate. Okay, so seems like we need to make our way straight ahead and then make us a sharp left. Okay. Good to know. And the reason why I'm trying to memorize this is because I'm going to rip this mini-map off again. I pop it back on every once in a while just to, depending on what's going on, but there we go, just on around, we're not going to bother with it. Alright, put us a little sprint on. It's the fastest way to travel. Minus one of those bad boys right there. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing with the joining of this brand company. I don't know if I really touched on it at all before, but out of the three choices that I had, of course, the Maelstrom, which is of them Elementa. I had the Immortal Flames, which are older, and then, of course, the Twin Adder, which are Gridanias. And what I chose the Maelstrom for, or the reason behind singling out the other ones, is the Twin Adder. It's in Gridania, that's where I start off at. So I'd like a little change of pace, a change of scenery. And in older, I just don't like it because it's way too busy over there. Like there are just too many people, there are too many, like all the job classes are all there. And it seemed like during the, what was it, the early access, whenever they were having any sort of server issues, it always seemed to happen to me whenever I logged off in older. So I want to kind of limit my time there as much as possible. And then so that left me up with the Maelstrom. And also, you know, kind of like the look of all the chocobos. The Maelstrom had the red, and Mortal Flames were like, oh, were they yellowish? I think they're yellow. And then yeah, I really don't know which one was yellow. Was it the Immortal Flames or the? I don't know which one was it. Oh, well, it really doesn't matter. Ended up choosing my allegiance to the Maelstrom, so that's where I'm going to stick at. Let's have a chat to this guy, Ronrut. See what he has to say. This time we've dug ourselves into a hole in the world, truly. Stuck brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and now the rocks are rife with the reek of rotten eggs and gas that grew to be too much to bear. You'll need to clear this. You'll need to clear earth crystal if you are to restore the earth and plug the leaky property. Just mind the Siegfried clouds brought on by the brimstone. Alright, so this seems to be one of those original low-level quests where you have to do something inside here. Here we go. Uh-oh, coral mount. Okay, so got 3 different spots where I need to do this at, obviously. 1. And that is going to take me to that area. Alright, so we got distracted from a little side quest. Just like all adventurers do. I mean, that's the fun about adventuring, is that you get distracted on side quests from time to time. There we go. Okay, there goes the other gas plume. Gas plume. There. Okay. Use that piece on it. Right, since this is a lower level quest, I'm not really worried about these guys at all. As you can see, it doesn't take much to actually attack these guys and kill them off. Alright. Done. Done. Now, whereabouts did the other one go to? Thought I was able to initiate a base, guess not. One of these stones and follow. Okay. All done. chat back to this guy here. Then it looks like right outside is where I need to be at for the Maelstrom quest line. Now that's a breath of fresh air. For many other miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down there. The prices metals command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. Then honestly I don't want any of those, just give me some money. Call it quits. How much money is that? Only 100 gil. Okay, we're almost there. There you go, you can see it in the distance, that little light. There it is, the airship crewman. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Alright, looks like a battle that we're gonna have to compete in. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Guys are out of shape. Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Ocelot. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of magic tech belong in Imperial hands. They're not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum. Occidens? I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge. As in Biggs and Wedge? I wonder. No, Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bracco. The tiny Bracco? Is that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lullafell. What say you, Ocelot? Ready to give those curs a hearty? Like a tidal wave. Lads, charge! Alright, here we go. An ambush! 2 arms! figure I want to take out the guys in the back as always. This seems to be my approach that I like to do. Plus they have less health anyway, so to nuke them on the side, and then it kind of makes it a little easier for my NPCs to do the rest of the work. Of course, this is too easy for it. Yeah, this is way too easy for it. So there's going to be some more guys I anticipate. Throw a couple of cures your way, mate. Let's change that stance real quick because it's not healing up enough. Make sure he's capped off because I feel like there's going to be something big that'll be happening. Just to be on the safe side, why not? This is going on long enough. There you go, yeah, I knew that. We can take this guy out in time. Looks like everybody's health should be fine. MP's dropping low, but it's alright. I got me an ether just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Get that piece up there. Make him right there. Okay. Keep that going, please. If you wanted to get out the way. Let's keep you alive a bit. Uh-oh. Oh, still got me. Okay, I'm clear. Let's make sure we keep him alive again. That's the one thing I feel like they could use is to make these ethers and potions. Who are you running to? If they can make these ethers and potions last a bit longer. Or make them a little quicker. Okay, so you do have a little round where you can't leave. Hit you with this real quick. Haha, it worked. I didn't think it'd work because he was a big boss. Very easy enough so far. This guy's alive. Nice. Alright. That wasn't too bad at all. Biggs! Yeah, it was Biggs and Wedge, alright. Wedge, you should have stayed in the ship. That was a close one. Too close. So how does she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is dead loss. But I think we could wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. few minor modifications, and we should be able to fly in the tiny Bronco. Fly the tiny Bronco home. There you go. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Ocelot, you're free to return to the Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha. Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Nice, okay, so looks like it says that's finished up. Deliver wine to that guy. Speak with the personnel officer at the Maelstrom Command. Okay, so I just gotta make it roll on back then. Go ahead and get that little sprint going. Do 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 do. So we got some goes around. Alright, so yeah, it looks like in Lower Lenosia I have a few nice little missions sitting in the back that I'll have to mess with a little bit later on. But for the time being, let's stick to the matter at hand. Let's join the Free Company, or the Grand Company. Free Companies are what they call link shells, essentially, or guilds. And which reminds me, I actually did get invited to a Free Company, but the thing is from my experience, like I hate when people just kind of put a whole bunch of useless stuff in the chat log and it just keeps filling up my screen. It's a little distracting, and normally I just kind of turn off the chat filters, like the shout and everything, but in a Free Company, you have to kind of keep it on because that's the reason why. If somebody needs some help, then that's what you're supposed to be doing. But in that Free Company that they invited me to, I don't know, it's just a little too much chat going on about useless stuff, and I got tired of hearing it, so I had to go ahead and quit it. I wanted to keep it long enough to actually do an episode to see exactly what it's about and what all the little features and options in the menu are, but wasn't able to do it. So instead what we're going to do is I'll probably create my own Free Company later on down the road, and when that time comes then we'll do an episode for it. But until then, just bear with me and we will learn it together. And we are back into Limsa Liminsa. Okay, here we go. Back into Limsa. Shoot right on up that way to the Maelstrom Command again. And we'll finish off the rest of this quest here. Finish up with our induction to the Maelstrom. I'm actually kind of curious to see what my mates choose to go with as well. Okay, got a little bit of a freeze. There we go. Welcome back, Ocelot. Just heard the report. You need to be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of, after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, what do you want to give me? We have a Voyager's belt, which is Cycle of War. maybe not. What else we got here? Brass here, cuffs, already got them. Core rings, already got them. Armor plate belt. Or 200 gil. 200 gil, that's it. Really don't give out a lot, do you? Gonna go with the 200 gil though. Because it looks like I have everything else I need. Okay, the personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. Let us start afresh, shall we? Sure, why not? Salute. You are welcome here, Chrono Ocelot. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is you will be joining. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the primals of the Garlean Empire and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading the Chief Admiral Mirlowib bloweth this wind sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favourable, lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with the talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till his last breath, fights till his last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. I'm an adventurer. Ocelot, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's rank. Is there aught you'd like to say? You have my sword till sea swallows all. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss, or nothing. Let's say, what skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. Sure. Ah, yes. The many and varied skills of the adventurer. I have no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as will prove invaluable to our cause. My fingers were crossed. Chrono Ocelot, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well, till sea swallows all. Alright. Thank you. Alright, so it looks like we are now officially a military brat. Got link protocol. Can you hear me, Chrono? It's Miniphilia. Officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Ocelot. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintances of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though, you are now a man of the storm, but you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. The waking sands are so far away. Maelstrom. Storm personnel office. Delivery missions unlocked. Alright, so let's see what that's about. Okay. Rashad Raki suggests you look into having a personal chocobo issued. Yes, I would love that. Well, if it isn't Private Ocelot, I must say the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few miles of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves his own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Phrygium, and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Nice. Okay, so is it a Storm Chocobo? Check the quartermaster. Maybe she says something about that. Well met, I am the OIC Quartermaster affiliated with the Maelstrom, and it is my duty to provide those free companies who have pledged their allegiance to our Grand Company with the opportunity to purchase various enchantments which will benefit their members. I say, have you ever considered joining a free company? If not, I suggest you do so. A whole new world will open. I was just chatting about that. Okay, Storm Personnel Officer, blah blah blah. Okay, let's take a peek at the journal. Maybe it'll help me out a bit. Bullet Chocobo. You must first present with the issuance. So I can maintain exchanging company seals with the Storm Quartermaster. Okay, so how do I get these company seals, I wonder? I wonder if there's something else underneath. It doesn't look like there's a lower level. It's on the map right here. It says that this person, right, shadows uncast. Aha, lower decks. Okay, so it is underneath somehow. Let's get to it then. Because yeah, I'm not heading out there to the Waking Sands without a chocobo. That's just way too far and it's too pricey. I have to keep paying hundreds of gil, and you can see they're not really giving out much of it. We're gonna ward that down to forward hole. Yes. Yeah, each of these missions, they're giving out less and less gil from the seams of it. And then on top of that, you have the same expensive prices traveling back and forth to the Aetherites. Even with my favorite destinations, it still costs me like a couple hundred to do. So, there we go. Chocobo key. Okay, what do I need? Auto bird issue to you, say? Yeah, they see your storm missions. Of course, you need to exchange storm seals for it. You can earn these by completing tasks for the Maelstrom Mensis Grand Company. I see, so I can't even do that yet. Maybe that quest was locked for me. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So it looks as if I want to do any sort of quest for the Maelstrom, I can't yet, for whatever the reason be. So how to get access to these? It says right there that there is something, but it's currently locked. Okay. So why are you locked is the question behind it. Shadows uncapped. And I don't even see the person. Like, if normally they'll have like that red exclamation point saying that, you know, your level's too low for whatever reason, right? I can jump back there now. No. I can't even get back there to have a chat to these people. Let's take a peek at this. Talk to everybody, see. But nobody has nothing above their head. Free companies, I serve you today, learn about found a free company, nothing. Okay. Personnel officer, apply for promotion under cake. Supply and provisioning missions. That's about missions and company seals. Completing a task in the name of Maelstrom will earn you payment in storm seals. These seals are a special type of currency that can be used to purchase company issue items. It can also be exchanged for promotions within our ranks. Various ways to accumulate company seals, foremost among this being grand company related quests. Other methods include assisting in the resolution of a fate, okay, completing grand company hunting objectives, or undertaking supply and provision missions. Company seals are also awarded for completing company leaves, which are issued by one of the company leave officers found across Eurasia. Owing to a reciprocal agreement, these leaves are managed jointly by the 3 grand companies, and thus can be accepted at any location, regardless of one's affiliation. The locations are as follows: the Moorbay Dry Docks in Lower Lenosia, the Hawthorne Hut in East Stroud, and Camp Drybone in Eastern Thanalan. The Moorbay Docks are situated a short distance from this limit, so to learn more about the company leaves, speak with the storm officer there. Okay, let's try this then. Aha, here we go. Wait, so do I have to make these? Or... I think my characters are using these. Goat skin wrist guards, that's 16, yeah. And the cotton dress gloves. 21. Actually, I was waiting to use these, wasn't I? Never complete delivery insufficient items. That's where delivery missions are available. Yeah, no, I'm not handing those over. I need those. Crazy, what about the cotton dress gloves? I need those too, hold on. Okay, let me equip my stuff first because I actually had a plan for these. So as you can see, my level 14 is kind of low. Cotton work gloves, cotton dress gloves, high quality too. Now I can actually equip these stuff then. I'm just going to give it up to you guys. But those U-logs that they asked for, I actually do have a few of those. I'll put those in on my retainer. So, let's have a sprint over to the marketplace of Limsa Laments, or wherever that would be at. Actually, I have no idea where the markets would be at. Doesn't seem like they'd be here. So we are currently in upper decks. Okay, we're gonna go to the lower decks real quick. Yeah, no, just shooting around in there. Bismarck, maybe. Yeah, I'm still in the upper decks. Apparently not. Okay, we need. Let's just go to 8th right plus. I feel like there you go. That's in the lower decks. Yep, so again, whenever you're in a new city, you have to really kind of get to know what each of the 8th right shards, what the location is called. Some places it's a little easier, like Old Da, they just kind of name it, you know, the Weavers Guild or wherever you're heading to. Okay, a little bit off to the right. But yeah, it makes it kind of difficult otherwise. Perfect. Okay, have a chat to my retainer real quick. I'm going to withdraw some items. Look for those U-logs. There you go. I'm gonna need to take, I'll just take this 89. Appreciate it, thank you, mate. Okay. So, I will have to do an episode about retainers. I was able to learn that on my own, so I'll be able to kind of spit that back and forth. Just kind of letting you guys know how to use a retainer, exactly what it is and all that. But yeah, like I said, we'll touch on that at a different episode, but for right now, I made that guy and he's selling some of my items for me. And he is also holding my items for me as well. So otherwise my inventory would be quite full otherwise. Okay, so let's have, I guess there's a chat to you. Need to go undertake this. Need to go provisioning. To give you 10 of those. Hand that over. What's that? Feathers. Oh, let me scroll up. Okay, so deliver, we're gonna see. How did I level up? More deliveries are being accepted today. This is a little apply for a promotion maybe? Apparently store product qualify for a store product promotion must fulfill the following requirements. Okay, Seal Max. Storm Private second class, Seal Max at 15,000. Current rank, Storm Private third class. Seal Max at 10,000. Seals required 2,000. I only have 146. You lack sufficient, okay. So this is a little weird because they really don't explain much, do you? Like, what were those feather things? It says experience, but if I just got 4,000 of it. Mission ends in 5 hours and 36 minutes. Okay, we're gonna have a chat to this other person over here, see what she has to say. This one right there. There we go. Grand Company Seal Exchange. Yeah, I have no idea what all these all this stuff means. Alright, what is this? Whatever it is, okay, so something. So I guess it's like a shop where I can buy a grade 1 dark matter and get 5 sets of it for it looks like 70 seals. As long as I have that rank. Okay. Okay, so if I hit L1 and R1 I can scroll over and I'm seeing about weapons and armor. Circle it back up and it takes me to this right here. Which I'm guessing this is a whole nother class. Okay, so let's see if they have anything about that chocobo. There we go. Storm chocobo issuance. I'll need 2,000 seals. Okay, so I just need to make it up to that somehow. It says that you can do missions for them. Why has nobody given me a mission? Affiliated with the Maelstrom, it does not appear that you belong to a free company. You cannot very well have a company crest without. Okay, so you just have to do a company crest. You're spending my company seals. You don't. Supposed to be giving me some stuff, but you know what? It's about missions and company sales, okay? Independent companies, yeah, I have nothing to talk to you about either. Alright, so, apparently I just can't do anything with it yet. So I need to kind of, what I'm gonna try to do is pop into a few fates, because they did say something about that. I thought they said that I could do missions too. But, do missions and then they would give you missions and I'm able to complete them and get those company seals. Well, it doesn't look to be the case. So far what they want is my gear that I have for my other characters, which I'm not going to give them. And yeah, it's kind of pointless. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll do a couple of fates until I get 2,000 seals, and then I'll be able to get my first chocobo. So we'll just save that for another time. But I guess until then, as always, thank you so much for watching this Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn on the PlayStation 3. I am Viscount Chrono, and this is of course my avatar Chrono Ocelot, bidding you guys a farewell.